doing a St. Petersburg edition of our new little walk and talk series, I guess.
Yeah.
Marshall Pruett from Racer. This whole weekend our coverage is brought to us by Shell. Their 100% renewable fuel, which is all kinds of... Look at that! He shows up on time and prepared with logos.
That's right.
And we're going to have some USF Championships cars presented by Cooper Tires making noise, but that's okay. Colton, I'm really excited about this new season insofar that it looks like the team has found some great speed during the off-season. Last year wasn't as competitive as you would hope.
Right.
I don't know if we should say worst season of your career. It's not like you did poorly. It just wasn't something.
It was, though.
Was it? All right,
it's the worst I've ever finished in the points.
It didn't live up to expectations.
Right.
It's not like you tried any less hard. But let's talk about last year before we get to this year. Hey, you're testing Formula One cars, and is he going to be a F1 driver and all kinds of stuff? He must be really distracted. That's why he had a bad year. Was that just a bunch of nonsense that reporters like me were peddling?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit, you know, we took two massive hits that kind of affected last year, right? The crash at Indy, having to go to the backup car and being non-competitive at all, not having the speed to stay out there, being parked, finishing 33rd in a double points race doesn't help. And another one was, well, I guess we can add another one to that. I hope you can hear me, but Long Beach, when I poured in the wall, running third. And then to add on to that, Indy GP, when we were leading and the gearbox broke. So there were a few times where we had big points hauls that could have happened. So yeah, you know, you dwell it down to those three mistakes, it would have jumped up 5 spots in the championship, right? So it's a big difference, but it's not something that I want to dwell on and think about it too much.
We should also mention we have this originally scheduled quite a time but the schedule's been moved a whole bunch, so sorry for getting some extra noise. So you've got, as you said, 2022 behind you. Some team evolution as well.
Right.
Rossi, Alexander Rossi moving on to Arrow McLaren. As I put in my season preview, you're now the old man.
I know, it's weird.
Right? Are you comfortable with being that guy where you're not going to be able to look to Indy 500 winner and champion guy? You're going to be the one who's probably leading the team and solving problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, right? Like, it's not like anything changes massively for me. It's not like I was coming to the racetrack, not trying to make the cars better, not trying to win races. So I'm still doing the same stuff, but it's just a little bit of a different dynamic. There's a little bit less experience overall. I don't think that that's going to hurt the team. I think it's good to have fresh minds in the team, to be honest. It's good to have Kirkwood here. He was only half a tenth off in first practice today of me, and about a tenth off of Dixon. And he's been on it. He's been faster than me in some of the places in preseason testing. He was faster than me until my last lap at P1. So it's a great dynamic to have when somebody fresh comes in and he's super fast, and you can get data off of that.
So Kirkwood, this kid's quick.
Yeah.
You like that?
So Kirkwood is, if you're talking about teammates, you want to be incredibly selfish about them, right? You want somebody that's fast that will give you data and give you fast stuff to look at. And so far, he's provided that to me. You know, he's still early on, but his knowledge of how the cars work seems really good, and he's still learning day by day.
Together forever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he might be new to the IndyCar team, but you two go way back.
Yeah, I've raced against him for, I don't know, probably until 2011. We started around then. So started in 2011, 2012, racing go-karts, and then now we're teammates.
This year, of course, every driver says they want to win 17 races, take the 500, win the championship, take all the money. That's the norm. what do you have for expectations for yourself coming off a down year?
I mean, it's no different than that, but in a different sense. I don't want to be thinking about the championship. I want to take it race by race. I would love to finish every single race lap. Not be a lap down anywhere, not have any issues with the car crash. And in turn, that kind of just gives you the best position or possibility of running a championship.
Tell me about this team as well. We spoke about Pruett, obviously, but we look at Romain, who seems to be in a really good place coming in. I also love where Devlin DeFrancesco's at, right? It looks like he's made a big year-to-year lead. What do you see with this team that gives you optimism that one, two, maybe three of you at any time have a really good day?
Yeah, I mean, we know how fast Romain can be. And again, the selfish part of me, right? You want him to be fast to give you good data. But it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you don't want him to be fast enough to beat you. So it's one of those things. And Devlin obviously taking a pretty good step forward, right? He's taking a nice little step forward and continue to be better every time that he gets on track. You know, I think we talked at the end of preseason testing. He was faster than me in the last test. So if he can continue that form, it'll be great.
Some idiot who looks like me wrote something last year that said a guy who looks like you, we believe, paid very handsomely, signed for a nice long term because your Andretti Autosport team believes the heck out of you and also believes that you're the person for them for many years to come. I'm not going to ask you to confirm the $20 million a year. I heard you're getting paid. I need to borrow some money, by the way. But tell me about that, because it seems like everything's going in the right direction career-wise for you. Do you still have aspirations of Formula One somewhere down the line? Seems like Michael has plans for you, though.
Yeah, you know, it would be nice to get to Formula One at some point and try it, because I still, it's something that I really believe that I can do, and that I can show what kind of American open wheelers can do. But yeah, it would be a great opportunity for me. It's great to sign on again for Andretti and be, you know, one of those guys that can hopefully have a career there, right?
Yes.
Like that would be a great scenario for me to be able to have, you know, my 5-10 years there and have a great career there. But for me, there's no real reason not to sign. I knew what was going on behind the scenes. Everybody said, why would you sign with a team that just dumped you 9th and 10th and 13th and 14th in points? But I believed them, and I knew what was going on. I knew what we could do. And hopefully we can show that a little bit this year. I know we've already started to show it, but hopefully we can continue it into the more important sessions.
All right, so we've reached the end of our pit lane walk and talk. You've become a homeowner during the off season. I don't know if we want to tell folks where you've moved, but we do know that Josef Newgarden, as you told me, lent you some tools, really nice tools to help you put together furniture. Mm-hmm. You told me he wanted those back, but would you be in agreement? That's more of like a housewarming gift, right? Because they're snap-on tools. They're not cheap. That's a nice gesture from Josef.
Yeah, it is very nice of him to donate his tools to my foundation that he thought was going to get back. But, yeah, no, they're good stuff, you know.
Does he have anything else you might want? What can we get off? What else can we get off him? Housewarming gifts.
I don't know. I have no clue. He's got so many cool things in his house, though. So I'm sure we could find a lot.
We're going to come raid Newgarden. Sorry, buddy. You thought you were just helping out a friend. You're never getting him back. Colton Herta, thanks for taking some time, brother.
Thank you.